It has a lot of business and almost nothing of angel. Business angel is a very important agent when it comes to the financing of startups. But there is one slight mistake, and let me illustrate it with what a good friend of mine told me, Luis Martin Caviedes, which is the first very successful business angel in the history of the entrepreneurial ecosystem in Spain. And he told me, you need to always remember that it has a lot of business and almost nothing of angel. So you should just think as a private investor, not a business angel, or at least not an angel. Investors are investing equity in exchange of part of the company with the objective of getting the higher return they can when they sell those shares. So it's a business relationship you're building between a business angel and an entrepreneur. But business angel is kind of a very broad concept. There are different kind of people that can invest in startups. What's very important to always keep in mind is that this is the money of those individuals. This is your money. So there is a strong relationship between the investor and the entrepreneur, something that you won't see in the VC world or in the private equity, where the people you're talking to are people that are managing money of others. In that case, in the case of business angel, this is your own money, and it makes a big difference. Now, that said, you need to differentiate three different kind of investors, of private investors: the passive, the active, and the professional. The passive. There will be people that have had a career. They will be very opportunistic, and they will take small tickets with some people around in their own network without any kind of active interference or relationship with the entrepreneurs. In that sense, sometimes entrepreneurs love this kind of business angel, but those kind of business angels are kind of close to what would be friends, fools, and family. So they don't put that much money. They don't bring a lot of credibility. And third, they don't know the ecosystem of VCs and private equities and other type of investors that you will need later down the road of the growth. So this is the first kind of profile. Second profile is what I call active business angel. This is a different animal. They're ready to put more money. They will most of the time look after projects and companies that are within the array of their knowledge or the industry they've been successful at before, and they want to be part of it. They want to have a role in the company. They will be there on Monday at 10. As an entrepreneur, do you want your investor to be on Monday at 10 in your office? Do you want an investor that has 2 or 3 companies that spend 10 hours a week with one? And then, so those are very active. They want most of the time a big chunk of the shares, and they're expecting a lot of return on the operation because they believe they can help a lot. And you have the professional. Most of the time, he will have a very horizontal knowledge of the ecosystem, meaning he knows a little bit of everything, which in comparison to you as an entrepreneur, you know a lot about one specific vertical. This portfolio investor has deeper pockets, is spending most of his time to that, and brings you quite a bunch of credibility, because this professional will invest in 1 out of 10. Now, do not expect him to spend a lot of time with you. Why? No time. But myself, as the example of a professional business angel, I have 15 companies. Plus, I'm doing a lot of other things, so I don't just have time for you. I will have time for you when you're very pesado, to speak Spanish, or that there is a very strong interest for me to spend time with you at that specific moment. So, to sum up, passive, active, and professional private investors are different animals in you, really to understand which one you want to work with and what kind of business angel you want in your cap table will also depend on what's your plan and future. You will choose differently. If you need access to the industry, then go active. If you want to be able to get access within the next 18 months to the majority of the VCs, you will go professional. So it's not like you take the first one. You need to analyze the profiles of your investors.